So nice. Hello, hello. Haversnail and Smarter Child, thank you guys for the subs. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for the follows as well. Hi, everybody. What's up? E-Bachelor, Matthew, how you doing?
Damn,
Aqua,
39
Cats.
months. Love you, Alex.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it, dude. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's having a good one today. I'm going to crack open a can of soda here. Emailed Cherry about a month ago asking if they could do something about the pre-lube overlubing issue on MX2As. I got a reply from an employee. Said employee is talking to the engineers in Germany. Oh, wow. That's pretty big. I still haven't used too many MX2As. I think to this date, I've only used the one batch from a client, which I relubed anyways. So I really don't know any issues MX2As have. I'm still using old batches of Cherry stuff. Is it really that bad? These MX2As? Like, is it bad? Every MX2A I've used only had lube on the springs, and there's quite a bit. Oh shit, really? Guys, I have no input to give on this, by the way. I'm really happy about receiving e-reply. I love the housings and everything. The stock pre-lube just gets everywhere. It's really rough. Yeah, DM me. I would love to see. What's up, Gingy? So nice.
How are the plans for the 2025 Alexotos pin-up calendar?
Only if me and Gio can take a shoot together there, you know? I feel like he would make the calendar. I'm just going to be the person in the back holding some other stuff, you know? Gakachino, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Compliment here. Gakachino, I want to tell you that. What's a good one here? My brain's not working for compliments right now. I have a decent line, but I can't get the words out. I basically want to tell you, Gakachino, that if I had to make room for you on a calendar, I'd give you any day of the week, okay? Appreciate you, man. What's up, Keep Matt? Theseus, we're waiting for you to build this forever. Finally passed the 200k points. Let's go. What's up, Fried? Yeah, this is gonna be a neat one. Gonna be honest, guys, I've had a bit of a long journey with this keyboard. Story time. This keyboard here was supposed to arrive like last week. And then, I don't know, Haver can probably, dude, FedEx has just been awful with this. This got rerouted. Like, hold on, let me flip. Oh, why is it so zoomed in? That was from yesterday still. This got rerouted so many goddamn times. Sad music, dude. This thing got rerouted to a local. They wouldn't deliver to my PO box. FedEx is just saying, "Hey, we know we've done this before, but now all of a sudden we can't deliver it," which was great. I'm just like, that's fantastic. So then we either had to wait for them to re-ship it out, which was going to take way too long, or they're like, "Come pick it up." The problem is, dude, the pickup place is a 45-minute walk, and currently that area was blocked off and cars couldn't get in, only service trucks, because they're doing construction. And there's no bus route there, and there's tons of traffic. So, and then I tried to like figure out if I can take an Uber there, and the Uber drivers just didn't want to go there either. So I'm just like, bro, what do I do? I had to walk 45 minutes to get this, and then 45 minutes back. I came home and the first thing I did was like take a cup of water, drink that, and then went to go take a shower. It was, I don't know, man. And the best thing about it is poor Haver paid for overnight delivery, and it took like 5 days to come. So finally, the sad stories again. I miss this a lot. Has been a long ass time. Dude, life's been not that sad lately, I guess, but you hear how my dad went to school? Was it uphill both ways on thumbtacks? Who says you don't get exercise doing keeps? I did track how many steps I took, and it was something like 10,000. So, Haver, thank you so much for 10 tier 1s, dude. Poor Haver's like, let me compensate you. I'm like, bro, this is just good exercise. Thank you, Haver. I appreciate it, man. Wow, FedEx really improving, it sounds like. The only thing I can actually say that was good was the people at the FedEx location there were really helpful. Like, I probably shouldn't have been able to pick this up because we did try to reroute this. But luckily they allowed me to pick it up, which is fantastic. But it's going to be a fun little keyboard today. I'm not going to lie. Today's been a bit of a weird one. So I haven't had a lot of time to review some of the, what is it called? The documentation for this board, only the basics. So we're going to go over it today. But it might be a bit of a longer stream today. I'm kind of just chilling today anyways. I'm feeling good. I think we just hang out. But it's going to be a fun one. In my experience, FedEx will hand you everything as long as it's in the office and you get matching ID. Yeah, it seems like it was pretty good for that sense. Oh, also, check this out, guys. We got some, well, these are just the tops for it, so just picture it. Some orange dyed Nixie tops. Look at that. Look how cool this is. Bit of a brighter orange, but I think this works great, and I think this it'll probably tone down a little bit when we put the bottoms on. But they're orange. Super, super neat. I need to thank the person that did this for us. That was very kind of them. I'm gonna post in Discord today, the person that did this, and I'm gonna see if they allow me to post like any sort of I guess not documents, but like just any sort of link to any sort of forms they might have for commissions. They did a great job. Match it with green bottoms. Orange top and green bottom? What is that supposed to be? I'm thinking that's supposed to be like an orange or something, but like I feel like there's too much green. Is it a dye? I don't know the process they do it. I think they literally have some sort of dye pigmentation and they put it in a pot with boil it or something. So Downsview was wilding yesterday. People parking everywhere. Actually impossible to drive through. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think people in Toronto just like don't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Kaiju switches.
Just Press, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Oh, those could be pretty cool Kaiju switches. Oh, we could do cream stems, orange top, green bottom. And then it'd be kind of like the Kaiju colors. That'd be kind of neat. JQ, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Who's the sponsor? Danekeeps. So Danekeeps is one of the vendors for this product. They're one of our sponsors, and they asked if we can take a look at this today. So technically, it's a sponsored build. Obviously, it's not going to stop me from, saying my piece about this. Never has, never will. So Haver, be prepared. I'm a huge fan of Franken switches. Go for it, Alex. I know everyone lately has just been on the Franken switch train, and I love it. So, all right, let's take a look. Again, we're gonna go through all the documentation too, just because this has just been such a last-minute thing with everything here. So, we will do our best. Dude, that mewing streak is crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the tier 1, Matthew. Thank you, dude. Getting my TTC Neptunes this week. Which ones are TTC Neptunes? What's up, Insty? How you doing, man? It's called Brickle Fever. Dude, I watched a whole video. I think I sent it to Pars. I watched a whole video of just people explaining some of the new words like skibbity and Riz and stuff, and it's just so funny to watch, like, even the parents of the kids just be so confused as the parents are, or the kids are just riddling off some of these things. It's so funny to look at, dude. What, the Sigma? Oh my god. What's up, Frank? Phantom Tax the keyboard. Skibidi is not new. Bro, I don't know, man. I say it ironically, but it's, to be honest, it sounds silly. What was I gonna do? We're gonna look up the board specs here real quick. All right, so this is already live. The GB started on the 1st, by the way. Price point is gonna be a little higher for this, by the way, guys. It's about $450. There's a lot of really awesome colorways, though. I was taking a look at this prior to stream. As far as I know, I clicked through all of them beforehand. I don't think the price gets changed if you pick any sort of colors. But there's a lot of awesome colors. Personally, the colors that I don't know what color we got today, but the colors that interest me the most. The green. There's names to all these things, but I'm just gonna tell you guys the colors. The green, the silver. The green is almost like an emerald, which is really nice. The silver, at least on the photos, seems more like a gunmetal almost, like a very light gunmetal, which is really cool. Not a gunmetal, titanium is probably a better word. And then they also have a really nice burgundy. I don't personally love the violet that they chose for this, being real. But then they also have a beautiful purple, and then they also have a nice pink color, as well as a beautiful yellow coat, which is beautiful too. But this is a premium keyboard. It's going to be what a split keyboard. You guys will see it has a lot of interesting things, a lot in the box as well, so you guys will see. What set is on that board? So this is a combination of 2 sets. This is... Why am I drawing a blank? Retro Zuian and then vermilion, oil on vermilion or vermilion on oil. One of the two. All right, let's take a look. This is one of my trials and tribulations of building keyboards, is making sure these don't flick back and relock themselves. So again, this is a split board with a lot of fun, more premium things going on for it, which is pretty cool. By the way, I also did get the Cycle 8 today. Oh, I didn't ask. How are you guys doing today? My apologies, everybody. Also, what's up, Merrick's? Looking really damn good. Who, me or the keyboards? Oh, look, a sticker. I hope everyone's doing well. Doing great. Yeah, I feel like today's been a long day, but we're all powering through. That's what I'm hoping. Hope everyone's just powering through today. Food poisoning. I think I've only ever had like a light case of food poisoning once in my life, and it was the worst thing ever. So I can't imagine going through it again. Doing fine. Work today was slow, and looks like the rest of the week's gonna be slow as well. Can't complain about slow weeks though. Sometimes you get a lot done in slow weeks. You don't even realize it. I'm actually preparing for an exam for med school. Whoa, damn. I hope that goes well, Matthew. That sounds a little bit stressful, but I hope you power through. What's your plan of action? How do you prep for an exam? Doing fantastic. Going through hundreds of photos I took yesterday. Half turned out crap. Hey, Flatey. Merrick, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Mode Sonnet best board. Thinking about board. Getting one.
I really like mine. I mean, I've liked even the originals a lot too. So, Platey, as one photographer, wannabe photographer is me to another photographer. Dude, they sometimes you take hundreds of shots and maybe get one decent one, and that's the one you treasure, you know. But never look at it like that. Just have fun in the moment, my friend. I know you probably already know, but I feel like I just wanted to remind you. Check the Discord. Let's see. What did Gingy tag me in? Oh, you got an email too? What was this about? Was this about the lube too? Interesting. So I guess are just lots of people emailing them? But my oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. Following up about restoration I thought maybe it was about the switches. I was like, why are they asking you what keyboards? I got a huge score this week. Bought a bunch of CRP stuff. Dude, I kind of want to pick up like one more CRP set. For $70? All that for $70? Oh, they're fairly well used. Got them today and all the kits are no joke. Wait, were they listed as fairly well used? What the fuck? I'm getting a phone call. That's a good score for $70. My life has been changed by CRP. CRP is... It does, I will admit, I don't know if anyone wants to back me up here, it sounds different than other PBT keycaps. It's just that I believe it. I don't know if it's the blend they use or something. The thickness is definitely a bit thicker on those. Dude, they're very nice. Have you done anything with the Epic 87? No, I'm probably going to be giving it away, Dirty. What CRP? It is a... is manufacturer the best word to use here? Manufacturer. Ooh, we got a silver one in to show you guys. Ooh, polycarbonate bottom? I was wondering why this was a bit light. Oh, this is nice. Ooh, this is really nice. That's pretty? Yeah. Wow. So this is gonna have like a fixed kind of Limo connector in it too. It's like I said, it's on the higher side of price points, and I don't foresee this keyboard being for everyone. This is probably gonna be more of a niche project. Maybe not. Maybe I could be eating my words. But there's a lot of fun things in this board. Some aesthetic choices that I think really work for it too. Like I think it's a beautiful looking keyboard, but it's just me as the polycarbonate. Does it look a bit purple? Might be my cameras. Might also be these. I don't know. Probably my cameras. It's not purple though. Is there feet already on this? There is. Ooh, this is nice. Thicker bezels. Gonna be honest, I think lately I've been, and this is not to the boards, discredit the board or anything. I think lately I've been more into thinner bezels, but I think for this probably works really well. I wonder what the front height is in this. Again, I haven't looked up all the stats yet. We'll kind of discover that on stream as we unbox it all. $450 these days is kind of cheap, I think, especially for so many custom features. You know, key mat, I don't necessarily disagree, but I thought $550 for that board that I showcased the other day. What was it called? The Noland N1. I thought that was cheap for what it was. I think people, and this is okay, like this is bound to happen. People have different perceptions of what they want and what they can spend, and they compare things to different things. So for some people, no matter how well you can showcase something might be worth some money, they'll always have like a value perspective on things, which is fine. I personally think $450 for a project like this, like you'll see, there's a lot of stuff in here, is well worth it. But we have to say definitely compared to maybe some of the cheaper projects. Oh, we're missing a screw here. Oh no, there's 2 screws. Okay, so maybe we have to put those in. Very nice. Ooh. Magnetic lock on that. Very cool. So those are the magnets on this. Clink. Yeah. This is super cool. It's got 2 knobs. Oh God, my throat. Yeah, there's a lot in the box. So this is the keyboard here. Again, you can see where the Limo connectors would go. So those are the Limos, and this would be the USB-Cs. Magnets. If someone asked me how magnets work, God fucking damn it. Go figures, it would be Elquan, dude. Go figures. No one knows? True, I don't even know yet. I'm still learning. Yeah, I'm gonna move these to the side for now. We're gonna unbox everything else, because there's a lot of stuff in here. We got cable. I see there's orange on there. More cables. By the way, the keyboard does come with cables. Correct me if I'm wrong, Haver. Let me go through what this, before we unbox it, let me tell you guys what's actually in the box. Kit contents. Here we go. It's a long list. You ready for this? You get the keyboard case. You get PCB and daughter board. You get flat flexible cables for the daughter boards. You get Limo connectors to connect, you know, the keyboards together there. You get an FR4 plate. You get pour-on plate gaskets. You get pour-on switch pads. You get magnets. You get knobs. All the things that would go with knobs. And actually, yeah, that's a great question. Is this a genuine Limo cable? Oh, it's a Fimo cable? I would list that. Limo compatible. I see what you guys did there. So Limo compatible stuff. So this is not a real Limo connector. Sneaky, a little sneaky. Friction fit silicone. So you got a lot of different ways you can mount this. Silicone grommets, grommet screws, daughter board screws, and screws. You get a lot of screws, and then you get the tools, plate standoffs, and a carrying case. A lot of stuff in the box. A lot of stuff. Actually, it would make sense if these were not real Limos. Real Limos would be like $100 each. And yeah, it would be like $550 with real ones. And here is the PCB. Oh, baby. I have to disassemble it myself. Oh, you put little instructions on this. Please test both halves individually before removing them from the retention frame. It's okay. I'm not going to test them today. Please make sure you flash the correct file. Cool. No need to test, just test it. Beautiful. There you guys go. In case you guys wanted to see. I like when people put little instructions. Oh, look at that. They even have like a little instruction underneath the reset button. That frame though, and it's kind of fancy. It's probably better. I know usually in the past, sometimes I've been like, I really don't get why people leave the extra FR4 that you have to snap off. It probably makes sense in this case, so shit doesn't get damaged. Does everything look good? Yeah, everything looks good. You never know. Sometimes in transit, little details of the board that make it so nice. Yeah, I mean, I always say this. If you're buying a premium product like this, I expect the process of it to be really fun and almost feel, not flawless per se, but just entertaining, you know? Also, compliment for Clang. You know what's always flawless, though, that I never have to worry about? You, okay? Even if you have a flaw one day, all right? You're still a beautiful soul, okay? Because we all have flaws some days. Love you, dude. I hope you're having a great day today. Your face is flawless? No, dude. I've been breaking out like crazy. You see this stuff? I've been breaking out like, I don't know what it is. My diet hasn't really changed all that much. In fact, I think I've been, truth be told, eating a little nicer. But I don't know. And we have our aluminum plates here. We get some relief cuts around the edges, which is fun. Some countersunk screws for standoffs, which I don't think we're going to install today because we're not using a hot swap keyboard. We're soldering this in. Oh. 2 different plates, which is kind of fun, actually. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh, no, there's the other plate right here. Never mind. We have the other side of the plates. Wait, what do you guys want to do today? Do you guys want to do aluminum or carbon fiber? Up to you guys. You? Hey, yo? Immediately, okay, everyone's, okay. I get it. Everyone wants to do aluminum. We'll do aluminum. I get it, guys. Do aluminum for control group? We'll do carbon fiber, okay? We'll do carbon fiber. Alex, stop it. We'll do carbon fiber. I get it. Everyone wants carbon fiber. We'll do it. Let me put this to the side. Hold on 1 second. Someone gave me an Alani New. These things are the best energy drinks. I want to get sponsored by them. This is the only company outside of keyboards that I'd be like, yeah, sponsor me. These are the best, bro. So fucking good. We're using, well, I have a whole bunch of HMX switches that I can pick from, but I think I've actually settled on one just before I hit the live button, so. And then, this is what I was saying. All the rest of the stuff in the box here. And it's not even it, there's more. So much stuff. I think there's even switch pads and all that stuff that come in here, like a crazy amount of different foams and whatnot. We're probably not going to use any of this today, but just to show you guys, it's in the box and it's pretty wild. Like, there's a lot of stuff inside here. Everything that you would expect to come with a premium kit comes with this kit. So we have screws. Oh, these are pretty colors. Gaskets, the Limo thingies. So are these Limos on Molex connectors? Interesting. I had an interesting conversation with someone about Molex connectors. And apparently, even though they have less... Hear me out. I don't think my opinion's truly swayed by this. Maybe I'm being a bit hard-headed. Maybe you guys can let me know. According to a few people I've talked to, even though Molex connectors technically on paper have a higher, or I guess lower use count before it would be, you know, fail, whatever it is. Or HCs, big bros to regular Molex. What's the rating on those, Haver? But anyways, with Molex connectors, people are actually saying that less of those come in for damage and repair and just like general things for vendors than the JST connectors. So I guess there's a benefit to those from one aspect. Well, it's less of them. Yeah, that's why I was thinking too. Like I was like, well, I don't think there's enough out there yet. And I don't know if that's, truly like something that you can really be like, okay, well, this makes more sense. Yeah, I agree with you, Saker. I think there's two trade-offs. Like there's two sides of this story here. But I'm still not 100% sold on the Molex connectors personally. JSTs feel so much easier to rip out though, or at least that's what I feel. I tried pulling on the Easy Mate connector on my Bastion 60 one time and the cable connection immediately broke. Socket on the PCB is fine, but damn. Yeah, I've had one break entirely, by the way, like one of the Molex connectors. So this seems to be something but more heavy duty, an HC connector. Interesting. Very, very cool. I think my only suggestion right now to you, Haver, I don't think it's too late or anything, but I would personally, just to cover your guys' asses, not use the word Limo anywhere. Take out all the words for Limo. I would just say right and left connector. Putting branding on things that's not the right brand and stuff can sometimes land you in trouble. So I would probably take those things off. Great call out. Yeah, nothing major, nothing like flaw to the keyboard, but in terms of layout though, we have lots of stuff going on here. Lots and lots and lots. Well, this is a solder roll PCB. Is the hot swap PCB the same? Let's find out. Do they have a layout for the hot swap PCB? I don't know if they do. This is why you send your boards to Alex, folks. Thanks, you Haver. Grab a Sharpie and redact that. Let's redact it real quick. I don't know if the hot swap's exactly the same. Maybe Haver can let us know. Okay. But yeah, I guess we got to figure out what layout we want to build this in. Haver, what layout do you want this in, by the way? Any particular thing? Grab a Sharpie and redact them. Redacted might be a cool set for this today. Nice orange. Actually, nice little cable. Feels very premium with these type of things. This supports ISO, so maybe ISO? Oh shit, do you guys want an ISO keyboard today? I'm kind of down if you guys are. We don't really get to do them that often. Insta putting ... Come on, bro. Do it. Gonna go nap because the sickness ain't slowing down. Abel, feel better, bro. Feel better. Drink water. Hydrate. This is America, though. Oh my gosh. This board looks great in ISO. Let's do ISO. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we need 5. Do we need 5? Yeah, we need 5. I was like, wait a second. All right. ISO for the fun of it. I got so many cool. You know, one of the things I just wish. There's so many nice keycaps I have with beautiful designs on the ISO, like the ISO enter. And you know what? I'm here for it today. I'm gonna be honest. I don't truly know the ISO. Am I with ISO layout? Is it split left? Do we do split left on ISO layout? Do you have international kits? I don't know. Maybe I just build ISO with regular left shift. Would that you guys hate me? Ugh. Can I just do regular left shift? Only because I don't know if I have the right keycaps for this. Split left? ISO with ANSI left is fine. I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna, you know what? If Gigi says it's okay today, I'm doing it. Let's do that. I guess actually it's all 2.5. Dealer's choice. That's so cursed. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. Don't bully me. I remember that one shot with Miklon Ice. Oh, it's so nice, right? Yeah, I know. That was a fun photo to take. Right. Actually, we need these two. We need, what, 10 of these? Only sets with bad kitting don't cover it. You're right. You'll have the right keycaps. All right, hold on. Let me think it through then. Less stabs, the better. Who's saying I have enough? JQ, I'm gonna hold JQ to this, okay? I'm gonna hold JQ to having enough in the kitting. We'll do split left then. Fudge it. All right, so we got enough of these, and we need some more of these. Alex, does PC Bakaneko go and Hamu Heartbeats go for my girlfriend's birthday? Oh, that may be a fun little cute gift. Can I ask? Zany, I think, I know it's a few dollars more. I actually think the Sat75X might be a better gift, if I'm being real. I don't know if you want to spend the extra 30 bucks. And I don't know if maybe she was looking for something Bluetooth. I have no idea. But I do think that overall the project of the Sat75 feels more complete and just better in my eyes than the Bakaneko Go did. So, I don't know. I don't know if you want to wait. I don't know if you need something now. I'm just telling you my opinion. It just felt like a better, more complete kit. I'm making breakfast sandwiches. Anyone want one? Bro. Yeah. What are you putting inside that? I'll take one. I love, dude, I fiend for breakfast sandwiches. That is like, fuck, that's so good to me. Okay, let's click some of these. But yeah, fun little project. I'm excited for this one here. I've been kind of kept in the loop about this project for some time now. Where's my clippers?
15 months and I haven't
Dandy.
stopped mewing the entire time. My jawline is chiseled.
Bruh. This guy, no one broke his mew streak. That's crazy. Absolutely zero people did. 1 second. Trying to find, oh, there. Thank you so much, Dandy. I wish all boards got built in all configs during Proto IC streamer showcasing phase. There have been so many times that people don't do certain builds, but it ends up with scuffed plates, PCB compat, and all sorts of issues. So it's nice seeing ISO builds. Hey, we're doing it right now. I wouldn't mind doing a few more ISO builds. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. Back in elementary school, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, all the keyboards that we ever used when I was younger had ISO enters, and just I believe there were ISO layouts. And then only, I think, there was like a switch over at one point to where we got the stuff that more standard, I guess the ANSI stuff. But yeah, I kind of grew up on ISO here in Canada anyways. So it's nothing really wild or out of place for me. Last time I remember using an ISO board was back in 2005 when the TDSB actually still had, yeah. I mean, we had them until, oh fuck, I don't remember. I think even part of high school, I think some of the computers still had them. Do you eat Pimo bacon?
This keyboard looks sick. Wow, 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 wow. Hope you're doing fantastic, Mr. Toes. Extra wow.
Extra wow. Thank you, Crydar. I appreciate the tier 1, dude. Wait, Zany asked something here. She needs a keyboard that's not heavy and 60. Oh, then it makes sense, dude. Just go with the Bakaneko Go. I think it's a great combo. I think the board still is a great board. I was just wondering. Real question is, do you eat Pimo bacon on breakfast sandwiches? I am not, dude, I'm not really big into Pimo bacon. I don't know why that's such a big thing here. I don't know why people go, like, obviously everyone has different taste buds and preference, but it seems like it's a very big thing here in Canada. It's good, but it's not like a go-to. It's not like that good. It's all right. Where do you usually get cables? A few places. I mean, well, I've only ever really shopped from 2 or 3 cable makers, which is Space Cables and Dispatch. And I think the only other cable person I'd get, but they're not really a custom cable maker, is Ordinary Labs. That's it. I love me some wet scrambled eggs, especially on toast. And dude, I am good for scrambled eggs, bacon, a little bit of butter, toasted bread. Gotta toast the bread, dude. And then I like onions in my breakfast sandwiches too. I think they taste delicious. And then some sort of like bacon or sausage or something, like whatever you want to cook up protein-wise. Well, I guess technically eggs protein too, but you guys know what I mean. I haven't shopped from Voxel yet. We have the same mouse. How are you liking the Ergo mouse? I am still struggling with it, if I'm being real. I feel guilty saying this, because like, I'm really pushing myself to get used to this mouse, guys. But I'm still not 100% on it. I am just struggling with fine movements on the mouse. It feels great outside of doing fine movements, especially for things like Photoshop. It feels great. But when I'm editing photos these days, I just reach for the other mouse. And then the other day, I don't have an Apple Pencil, but I ended up just getting like an off-brand one. I'm probably just gonna connect my iPad at this point here and just use my iPad to edit things. So you got one of my cables right there, the orange and gray connector. Oh, is this yours, Voxel? Sorry, what I meant is I don't think I've actually. It's been a while since I've ordered cables because you get some and you have a lot, but I have used Voxel's cables and they're excellent. I would also recommend Voxel mods, and I hope you're doing well, Voxel. I think I've used them on this keyboard. I remember a green one I used, a gold one I used from Voxel. I don't remember what keyboards we paired them with, but I remember we were demoing and showcasing them. Does anyone know what set is on the keyboard above? It is Retro Zuian with a orange accent from a different set. I had Timmy's for breakfast this morning while I was heading to work. I regretted that shit immediately. Man, is today going to be another Timmy's rant? I can't stand Tim Hortons. I think the quality there, just the size of everything, has just gone downhill, bro. It's so bad. I got knee-deep patina collab from Voxel. It's amazing quality. Well, there you guys go. I know there's a few other really good cable makers in the space. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't know everyone off the top of my head, so you'd be surprised. There's a lot of good people in this space. I saw that Vala Supply paid the bill for the Crush 65. I want to point something out too. And I don't mean to call anyone out on this, but I think this kind of shows shows sometimes, like, not anyone in particular, but, you know, shows what we kind of care about sometimes. It feels like we care about the negative more than the positive some days. Because when it happened, when people were kind of like, are they going to pay it? I got floods of messages. And then when they paid it, nobody messaged me. So I think sometimes, like, it's good to kind of balance that out for everyone here, you know? I think sometimes when a good thing happens, we should also talk about the good thing, not only the bad thing. So just a thing I noticed. I managed to grab one of the 10 mode copper sonnets, waiting with bated breath. Hell yeah, dude. Which plate did you end up getting? Which plate? Fuck Tim's. Tim, you've never even had it. Don't fucking cap, bro. Palm? Oh, that's a good choice. Do you know what you're pairing with it? That symbol on the keyboard above is actually what we use to type in Mandarin in Taiwan. The symbol on the keyboard above is actually what we... Yeah, this is a... Wait, which... Are you talking about a particular one or just like the characters on this? I have you, dork? What? What are you saying, Tim? Tim Hortons? You've never had Tim Hortons. They don't got that in your part of the country there. You don't fucking lie to me. Yes, I have. Bro, I know for a fact you've never been to Canada. You know how I know that, dude? I've traveled to Canada before. Can we ban Tim for fucking lying to my face right now? That's actually crazy that he's lying to me. Thank you. That's wild to me. Actually crazy, dude. I'm gonna suss up your chat again. Tim, there's no way you've been to Canada when you don't have a passport, bro. Absolutely no way. So make that make sense. When were you here? I visited my family in the Philippines. I saw a Timmy's there. I got whiplash. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere these days. Avocados are my favorite fruits. Avocado is... I'm not a big avocado fan. I've been to Canada without a passport. It was in the before times. I'm not a big fan of avocado. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have an aunt that runs a hotel in Toronto. Tim, what is this story you're telling me, bro? Honestly, I don't get it. Don't tell Tim he's trying to gaslight you. That's crazy. Tim's too smart. He would never gaslight me. He's too smart. He's too smart and too kind. He would never do that. I'm done. The hotel's Applebee's just banned me. Toenail Tim Hortons. God damn. Man loves plain chips and hate avocado. It's a texture, guys. It's a texture thing. I know I'm just gonna get flamed for this. There's just certain textures, and I think avocado maybe sliced up I've never had, but like I've only had avocado when it's a bit more mushy, and I don't like it. Like me, I don't know if there's like no guac. I don't like either. I don't want to talk about this. I'm just gonna get flamed, dude. No one is right 100% of the time. Flame this man. You need to have a harder avocado. Alex does not like creamy things, just creamy switches. Not a true millennial. Oh yeah, because they said millennials couldn't afford things because they had, what was it, avocado on toast, and they should have less avocado on toast. Lots of hot takes tonight. It does have baby food vibes. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. I will back you up on this. Avocado is 100% bad. I'm Spanish, so I should be genetically predisposed to them. I'm just not big on them. They don't. Alex can't afford avocados because he spends it all on his keyboards. Yeah, maybe that's why I hate them. Blasphemy. No, but I've seen avocado ice cream. I don't know how I feel about that either. You know what's another really hot take that's going to get me in trouble? I don't absolutely go crazy for matcha. Some matcha stuff's okay. Otherwise, I'm not a fan. And I know that that is probably worse than the avocado one because I feel like tons of people like matcha. Matcha's mid. Wait, is this not a hot take? Matcha's shite? How do I ban Alex for that? Okay, maybe not. Haagen-Dazs matcha remains the best IMO. I like pistachios, yes. Pistachios are great. I never tried matcha. It's just, I don't know. It's just like, dude, I feel bad because I feel like there's a dog barking, and I have a feeling someone's probably like left their dog outside a coffee shop or something, and I feel so bad right now. Are we talking real matcha or fake sugar stuff? Real. Real matcha is good. Fake matcha. So wait, what's fake matcha? For like flavoring? Premium matcha, not that cheap version? Well, shit. I don't think I've ever had premium. I just figured there was just matcha. It's fucking great too. If you haven't had real Japanese ceremonial matcha, it'll change your life. What's fake matcha? Just like, again, is it flavoring? Just lower quality stuff? And that's fake? Considered fake? Loads of sugar? Oh, interesting. Ceremonial matcha is what you want. It's thick and good. Called barista matcha? I'm not opposed to it. Like, I don't mind it. Like, I won't go out of my way to avoid it if it's there and, it happens to be in the meal that I want. I'll have it. But technically, like, or not technically, usually, yeah, I'll just try to, like, if I don't have to, I won't have it. But if it's there and someone's already served it to me, I'll drink it or eat it, and I won't complain. A deep bitterness that feels strangely nice. Fake matcha is synthetic. The fanciest thing I've ever eaten? I don't think this is super, like, I feel like there's more fancy things in the world, and I feel like I've had like a piece of Wagyu steak that's as fancy as I think. I feel like there's way more. I've never had caviar. Caviar seems like next level. I think that's the fanciest I've ever had. I'm not really into super fancy foods. Caviar's kind of mid, to be honest. It doesn't look appetizing. I've seen really fancy things. I've never had anything super fancy. Past that one thing there. Alex is of screen just eating money. Wake up, people. Yeah, just what's the fanciest thing you ever had? literally a $1,000 bill. I ate that thing yesterday, guys. $1,000 bill. Tasted bad. I like burgers. I like cheap burgers. That is me. No, omakase is kind of, they frighten me a little bit. I just feel like that's too fancy for me. I've never had Swedish caviar paste. Is that expensive? I don't even know what Dirty just said. What is that? Okay, I don't know any of these. Now I'm just feeling a little self-conscious right now. Because it's like $100 and something for what seems like omakase, and I just feel like I'm too nervous to try the food there. That you might? No, but I kind of want to, man. Found out about heavy mayo recently. What the hell's heavy mayo? It's quite the experience. Highly recommend. I like my $15 burgers. That's pretty much it, dude. I am so pumped because eventually I want to learn how to make smash. Like, obviously, it doesn't seem that difficult, but I want to do smash burgers. That'd be so cool. Once I was on a shoot for a celeb chef and he treated us to a meal. The dessert was white truffle ice cream, and he was generous with the shavings. It was glorious. Oh, I guess another fancy. You said truffle, and that sounds delicious, by the way. I have had. I don't know how real it was, but it was $15 or whatever for the bag. I did try one time, 1 or 2 chips. It wasn't my bag, just to make it clear. But I did have 1 or 2 chips of a truffle potato chip, and it was really tasty. But I don't know if I could justify spending like 15 to 20 bucks for a bag of chips. You know what chips I really want to try? I don't know if they're considered chips. Correct me, please. I think it's like those egg skin chips or something skin chips. I don't know. Salted chips of some sort. I don't know what they're called. They seem really good. I really want to try them. No. Fish. Is it fish skin? Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember what they're. Is it fish skin? It's like $18 to $19 a bag. Canadian. I don't know what the hell it is. I've never had it. But I've heard really good things. And pork rinds? No. I've had pork rinds before. Are they salmon ones? I have no idea. Salted egg chips? Maybe that's what I'm talking about? Seaweed? No. I don't think seaweed's that expensive for a bag. Chicharron? Is it by Irvin's? I really don't remember. It's Davis. What are we talking about again? Are we talking chips again? We're always talking about food here. Dude, I'm always talking about food. Please, I love food. Keyboards and food are my 2 big hobbies. Cameras are sort of there too, you know? Let me see. I think this is it. Yeah. The salted egg chips. Holy shit. Why is it $50 from Amazon? But then Instacart, this is a really small bag. Damn, these are expensive, dude. A nice cheeseburger and a bag of plain chips. Moose, when you say it like that, now I just sound like I'm 12. Alex's inner fat kid is speak. Dude, I am okay with eating food, dude. I love eating food. I did go overboard. What was it? When I moved out for the first time, let me tell you guys a story. Let this pass first. Hawkins Cheesies? I've heard about those. But when I moved out, I went to a what's it called? A bit of a I just was binge eating, bro. I was just eating like crazy. And dude, I gained so much weight. And then I've been on a bit of a journey to kind of burn it all off. But I was like at 192-ish, 191. And I definitely felt the effects of just getting like, what, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, whatever it was. So I've been trying to not cut back per se, but just eat within my means. I guess that's the right way to put it. I have no idea how I'm trying to word this here, but it's been a bit of a journey, but I've definitely did exercise, stuff like that. It was a bit defeating at first. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like you didn't eat. It just kind of sneaks up on you, right? And then I've been on a journey to kind of burn all that off. But now I'm at 176 last I checked, which was last week. It was a bit of a journey. And a lot of hard work. I've gained 7 pounds in 15 years. Way to go. A little weight gain, guys. I mean, remember, for anyone here maybe struggling with anything like that, you can burn it off. You know, like, there's ways you can do it. You know, I would never, I was feeling defeated for a little bit. I get the mentality of feeling defeated by it, but, you know, we can try to all live healthier lives that way, you know? Whenever the next cheat meal is, you earned it. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, man. But never feel ashamed by anything like that, guys. Never feel ashamed. I was feeling a little bit ashamed, at being honest. Thoughts of ceramic keycaps? Always see the ads on Facebook. I would not get those things. I recently heard they're having more problems with the ceramic keycaps. I just avoid getting them, dude. I've been asked to review them, and I've just declined. It's just, I don't think I want to. I'm starting to be a little bit more picky about what I actually review on stream, I guess. There's been a lot of people, I've always been a little bit more picky. Only stuff that really interests me. But there's been a lot more like really generic stuff that people have been reaching out to me, and I just feel like some of it's sort of cash grabby and a little bit gimmicky. So I guess we'll break this off first, and then I'll put the stabs in. Or, you know what? I'll do the stabs first. The crazed ones look good, though. I don't know. I would personally, if it was me, probably skip on it. 1.6 mil PCB2, which is nice. Why is this stab? Come on, Clippin. I believe in you. There we go. Clippin's a little bit tight in this one here. There we go. Perfect. They seem like such a gamble. I refuse to buy anything from a company that's just casual about having horrible batches of things. I don't disagree. I would be cautious with buying those ceramic keycaps. I try not to, by the way, lead you know, sometimes like I'm very hesitant about taking on things. But I would never want to lead you guys to purchase something that's just like instant regret. And I think that one there is a bit of a gamble. Actually, you know what ended up being like I had to warn people to not buy was the metal keycaps. Those have been horrific in a lot of sense too. Leads down that garden path, Papa. I remember when we tried those out on stream, they had just a slew of issues and a lot of promises to fix them, and I don't think they fixed them. Haver, should we do the left or right here? I don't... Is there actually what's on the back here? Do they have what's what? We're doing... I want to do Sangan for this. So we'll do... Wait, I'm confused. Oh, it's this one, I think. You'll need the plate foam for this build since it doubles as the mounting point. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to go look at the build guide for this too. Okay. What's ICYMI mean? I don't know. Just got my second set of Alex switches, been absolutely loving them. Dude, I am so happy to hear the feedback on those. Everyone has been giving me such lovely feedback about those Obscuras. Oh, in case you missed it, my bad. I didn't know. I learned something today. Seems like you would QA at least the ones you send to streamer. I'm glad they don't, though. I'm glad when people don't QA things, because then it gives you kind of this real sense of a product. By the way, that's why I love streaming, by the way, for keyboard builds and all these kind of things, because you get a unfiltered view of any problems or quirks of a keyboard or product. I think it's lovely to do keyboard live streams or just any sort of live streams about product reviews. Clipping might not hold properly in live space. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but you know what? We can probably just put a little toothpick mod or something in there. We should be fine. I'm not too concerned personally. So we do need to use the foam is what we were told. Actually, let me pull up the build guide first. Let me do that because I had it open for a hot second. All right, let's see what we need to do. Solder only, no. Assemble the patent PCB, so fasten the standoffs. We don't need standoffs though, right? I don't need to put standoffs, is that optional? I don't know if that's optional. Though optional if you're using a softer plate. Okay, it does say it's optional, so we're not gonna use it. Oh, it says optional right here too. This is actually a really nice build guide. Place the switch pad foam onto the PCB, so that's optional, and then put the plate gasket foam, which is not optional. So let's get the foam out. I think the foam's in here. I guess actually let's break apart this PCB first before I put the foam in. Let's do this first. -8 toothpicks incoming. Always a bit nerve-wracking doing this, by the way. We had a poll back in the day whether it should prioritize clip-in, compat, or more layout options, community preferred layouts. Hey, you know what? I also prefer layouts. So I like that decision personally. This can just probably... There we go, and there we go. Perfect. I would definitely crack the PCB. I have seen some nervous people with this kind of stuff, and you know what? I don't blame them for being a bit nervous. I get it completely. Even without tools. I mean, you can just use your flush cutters. If you guys, I mean, I think most people who are probably going to get these probably have a set of this lying around. I'm making an assumption here, but flush cutters should easily help you break those off in case you don't want to use your fingies. We're doing split left, yeah. All right, we got some foam now. Please don't fall foam. But yeah, to the person who asked before, still getting used to this mouse. The new mouse that I got, which was the, I got a, oh God, what is it called now? I picked up a Sora V2 recently, and I have to admit, dude, that is probably, like, that and the Lamzu are top tier, and I think that's it. The Lamzu and the Sora are, like, end game for me. Sorry I burped. Which is just like, you know, the creme de la crop when it comes to those gaming mice for me. I don't think I need anything else. I just wanted a backup mouse at that point because, I don't know, I just wanted one extra. I did unfortunately drop my Lamzu and the shell cracked a smidge on the right side. I was cleaning off my desk and I knocked it off by accident. But it doesn't affect the mouse at all. It still works fine. It feels fine, but it's okay. What endgame is that? Means French? It's actually it's from a Marvel movie. Which Lamzu do you have? The Atlantis V2 Pro, I think? Whatever the newest Atlantis one is. And then I have fully retired the Logitech G Pro Superlight. I don't know why. Towards the end of that lifespan of the Superlight, I just wasn't into it. Like I hated the mouse after a while. It was weird. I don't really know why I hated it so much. And I think everyone voted carbon fiber today. I do like these little relief cuts around the plate too. I think I showed you guys a little earlier, but nice touch. Should help a little bit with the top mount there, which is really cool. Can you lick the Superlight and send it to me? Huh? Schmore. Where did you put the left space stab? I put it towards the right side, I believe. Yeah, the right side. Is that the right side? Is the right side the right side? I'm so funny. I'm deeply love the Death Adder V3. A lot of people have. A lot of people told me that they've said they really care a lot about their Death Adders. I have one that I've been using because Razer sent it out to me, but I think I still prefer the other ones. A good one, Alex? I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is this right, Haver? Could you recommend any TKL ISO kits? Oh shit, I am not the person to ask for that. I'm thinking I might. For which ones more? Yeah, I'm probably not the right person to ask for ISO stuff. So the QK65V2? No, I never checked that one there, Crispy. I apologize. That should get you a full 1 space or 1U space bar. Cool. Sounds good. A lot of fun options for this keyboard, by the way. All right, and we got the other carbon fiber plate. Let's put these plates back. So that leaves 1.5. Yeah, it's the Sangan one, right? Still living with my Pulsar X2. You know, the Pulsar is one I've always kind of wanted to try. I never pulled the trigger on the Pulsar. Honestly, these mice, they get a little expensive, just like the keyboards, right? So I think having 2 mice total plus this, I threw away the other. I'm going to be throwing away the other mouse. It's just filthy at this point here, and I can't clean it. The MX Masters, and I'm sure this is going to happen to this one here, by the way, a little mini review. I hate the texture on the Logitech mice. They get so dirty, and they're just impossible to clean. All right, let's pop in our switches. I'm going to be using HMX switches today. We're going to be using these ones here. I believe these are the Mecha ones. I believe that's what these are called. But I was debating between SWK and HMX tonight. And I feel like I want to use the HMX. Eva, yeah. Sorry, I said Mecha. Same idea, I think. I think these would make a nice little pairing for this. They're a smidge deeper than some of the other HMX switches, which I think is nice. Didn't even make sure the stabs actuate it. These are nice, quite deep compared to the other HMX offerings. Yeah, that's why I was thinking tonight might be a great option, especially with the plate options we have today. HMX on the CF bangs. I've heard a lot of people say that. Oh, you know what? Dude, you're right, Haver. We almost didn't do ISO. My brain went on autopilot, and I promised you guys ISO. You're right. I know, subconsciously I'm building it the way I always build keyboards. Hey, you know what? We're going to fix that right now. I got caught. ISO time. Think Logitech didn't put that rubber grip on the Superlight. Yeah, it's terrible, dude. The rubber grip is awful. So, I have a question, Haver. Do we have to use the foam in every single build out of curiosity? Or is it just... Oh, this is not staying very well here. Is it really just going to be for the alternate mounting options? Or is there any way to not use the foam? So I'm looking forward to the solder PCB. Hell yeah, dude. So nice. Yours, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day. How's the sweetest, most handsomest boy today? I'm pretty good. I got a little bit of sun today because I had to take a long walk today, but I got a little bit of sunburnt. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really think the sun was gonna be out full force today, so I wasn't really too prepared for it. So I still use dielectric grease. Depends on the stabilizer though. How are you doing today, Scotty? Tanned up? I'm more like burnt. I got a little too much sun on my neck. Compliment for a Manic. You know what I can never have too much of, though? Manic. I'm always left wanting more. Hope you're having a good day, Manic. Foam acts as a gasket along the split side, so it's technically part of the mounting. I think you'd regret it if you left it out on this one here. Okay. I'm not opposed to foam, by the way, if anyone's wondering. I think maybe, though... Actually, let me see how the bottom of this looks. The enter key might fall out. You know what might also be a really... interesting idea, just so you can kind of open up what people want to do, Haver. It seems like the foam is just kind of aligned along the edges, and that's probably where the important part is, right? Maybe just some sort of adhesive to give people the option of having the foam there. without maybe the foam on the internals. That way there they can get best of both worlds. Other than that, I'm not opposed to foam. I never have been. I don't mind foam personally. I think I might actually solder in the corners for this before we put any more switches. Let's do that. Let's warm up our iron. Foam truther. Like to make the foam like a half plate, kind of like a half plate. Yeah, that's I mean, that's another good way to put it too. Foam all sounds the same to me. A lot of people have that standpoint with foam. I could see that. I did try playing around with the half foam plate option that really don't want it. Yeah, maybe like a half plate foam option too. By the way, guys, I feel like this is a great prototype stream because we're talking to the designer. We don't always get to do this where we get to talk to the person designing it and stuff like that. A lot of the reason we do prototype streams is so we can get more feedback on things and really see the nitty gritty of things. So I appreciate Haver being here, by the way. If anyone's maybe watching this back, I really like doing this kind of stuff where we can all share input. Actually, I'm going to be doing a board pretty soon where I've been told that they have this special foam. I think it's just an IPXE foam or whatever. But I've been told that it sounds really good with it. Now I got to play guessing games here. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second, I guess. Is it possible to do the assembly with half plates, or are they offered as a plate option? I don't think I saw half plates. Let me double check. Although Haver probably can answer you quicker than I can. Living up to its name, Sega's The Thesis, built and rebuilt. Haver's been super responsive to feedback in Discord and listens to us. I love that, by the way. That's awesome. Part of the custom, I guess not heritage in a lot of ways, but just when people are doing IC checks and all that jazz, it's always nice to get feedback from people. So I think this is probably going to be for 1.25Us or 1.5Us, and I kind of want to use those instead. No half plate options? That's fair. I think these are what I kind of want here. Should I do one PCB at a time? Just wanted to say thanks for the cable suggestion a few days ago. Just made an account to say thanks and chill some in the future. Also, by any chance, have you ever tried keycaps from Aloha KB? I've heard of them. I can't remember if they're a company who produces meh stuff. If I'm remembering correctly, they are. I could be wrong, though. I've got the Koei EP set to go with my Alex on it. Hell yeah, dude. Side note, I'm Lost 201. Hey, man, thank you so much, Lost. I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate you being here. I don't remember if Aloha KB is good, though. For some reason, my memory is sparking that you should probably stay away. But now I don't truly remember. I don't know if anyone else can weigh in on that. Actually, the best response I can probably give you, if it's not on my vendor trust list, then maybe skip on them. Dude, I didn't have my stream open. It said chat. This looks so good on the camera. This is so cool looking. Oh shit, that is super awesome looking on the carbon fiber. They're so green, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna solder in the corners to this one here so we can really get some alignment going, because HMX switches, as great as they are, they're still not the best with alignment for things here. Let's do like this. Solder. They're so green. I don't mind them being that green though. I kind of like it. Life-seeking green, unlike blood-hunting red on the camera. I kind of like the green. It's nice. I tested them all. I was actually on the phone with a friend right before stream, and I was going through each one individually. I had a batch of about 95, and I did put around 4 or 5 of them off to the side because they just weren't that great. At least to my standards. But this is my first batch of HMX switches where I've had to move a few to the side. like that many anyways. And it's really just for touch-ups. But I feel like that's pretty standard with any sort of like pre-lubricated switch at this point in the hobby. You always have to go in and do a little bit of touch-ups. It's very rare that I feel like I like one right out of the box. I still like macchiatos the best. Maybe these are going to be a contender for one that I really like. I feel like these are deep enough that they can tickle my fancy, sound signature-wise. The green is wild, blowing out the camera sensor. Is it actually that bad on Twitch there? It doesn't look that bad on an OBS. It is a bright green, though. I'm late? Oh, you don't have to worry about it, dude. Disguise! Let me solder in 4 corners here, too. This one switch is going to fall out, so we'll do that last. This way I'm not struggling later. It'll probably look less vibrant on a Chrome browser. Wait, why? Have you used any of the switches with the ball bearings inside them? Yes and no. I have them. I have yet to like fully go in and do like my proper, you know, testing on them per se, but honestly, I don't think, at least with the quick use I've used of them, Arch, I don't think it's a huge noticeable difference. Like, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh wow, these are revolutionary. It's a fun alternative. I think it's a cool flex of just some design. I would say nothing to write home about. They're even a little bit more difficult to mod. Not that they need it much, but I've heard they're ridiculously smooth since they don't have much contact with the rails. They're smooth. I just felt that a lubed switch generally feels the same. Like, if you're not sitting there just analyzing your switches, they're going to feel the same, like on a day-to-day basis, I guess. That's why I'm saying they're nothing to truly write home about. The Strata TKL? The Strata TKL was really fun. It's a bit chunky though. I don't know if you're into the like the really big keyboards on a desk, but yeah, I like it a lot. Cheese man. So nice.
Wow, wow, wow. Do you feel like every time you add a switch it's no longer the same board anymore? Wow, wow, wow.
No, it's just a new edition of the board, you know? Thank you so much, Cheese Man. I appreciate it, dude. How big is too big of a keyboard? I think for me nowadays, on like a real note, it's hard for me to get used to a keyboard bigger than a TKL. Although I would love a really nice full-size custom option. The only reason is just I keep my keyboard like here, and I kind of don't have a lot of mouse travel, I guess. So I tend to smack into the keyboard if it's a full size. I do really appreciate Southpaws for that reason. I love the Fossil. It's so nice. Wasn't the Fossil like full size? Not a TKL? That's why I kind of been recently more appreciating the Southpaw options that are in the hobby. But I do agree, it's incredibly difficult to find a full size keyboard. Ooh. Getting a little, feeling a little burpy from this drink. What kind of games do you play? Lately I have been super addicted to Diablo. I have been on that Diablo grind again. So that is my my choice there. Is this plate incorrectly cut? Haver, I think you might have an issue with this plate. It looks like you're supposed to be able to put a switch on the left side there, but it might be an incorrect cut on the plate file, because there's no way you could possibly put a switch on the left side. Just I don't know if that's the intention there. I just wanted to bring that up to your attention. So it does look like something's limited there, or just should be shifted around plate file wise. Uber unique thief. 0.25U to the left. Yeah, something like that. I think that's what you need to do for this file. Playing Barb. I am not sure actually this can work like this. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm playing Barb right now. Let me just quickly get a... That's a bad cut. I'll check the other CF plates. Yeah, let me quickly get a... I don't know if the spacebar will fit with this, because I'm pretty positive I'm supposed to move this to the left. Hold on, let me get my keycaps. 1 second. Actually, does it stay on the bottom? Sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me get my keycaps. 1 second. It does stay on the bottom? Yeah, I think this gets moved over to the right one, but I'm going to double check. 1 second. I'm just going to grab Grand Prix. Looks like the switch cutout to the left is slightly larger than it should be too. Yeah, it does look like the plate file is a little bit not having it there. I think this is supposed to get moved over to the right one. And then, oh no, maybe not. That's for 1.25U. Which this, I think also it might be mislabeled on the bottom for the sizes. Because this is supposed to be 1.25U. But this doesn't look right either. Wait, I'm so confused right now. If this is 1.5U, oh no, this is correct. Oh no, it's not. I think this is a little bit... Alex giving constructive criticism is so sexy. I like constructive criticism more than I like just getting randomly upset. I feel like that's the way to go, is be constructive. Be constructive. Except for avocado. Oh my gosh. E-best here is right. Left is 1.5U. Is that right? Oh yeah, okay, I think that is right. Hold on, let me get a, you know why? It's a little bit weird but without using the top shell of the case. Let me just kind of lay things out here. So it's at a 1U. So that's correct then. And this should be, I don't know what size this should be here. I think we got it. Okay, so the other thing then, this is incorrectly labeled as a 1.25U. You can see where the switch pins are, Haver. That should be a 1.5U label. So these need to get flip-flopped around. And then also the small issue with the cut in the plate there. So just as 2 build notes. Let me just put this here. So yeah, these all fit perfectly. Okay. Yeah, I need to flip the silk screen. And this should just be a 1U keycap. Perfect. We are good. This is why Alex is the GOAT. Yeah, mistakes happen. That's why we do these prototype streams. I've always said it. This is why we sit here and we go over these things. This is what I get for playing. What game is that, Haver? You give so much to the keyboard community, and this is why you've built such a wholesome family. Oh, thanks, man. I try my best. I just don't think it's worth getting upset over keyboard things. Like, unless someone's really being scummy or scammy, I don't think it's worth, like, losing my temper. I know I've definitely been criticized because people want to see more emotion go into things. Like, this weird negative emotion. I just don't think it belongs. Oh shit, do we not, does this take a little bit more than 90 keys? Oh no, we should have enough, right? If anything, I can swap out the macro column. We might need a little bit more than 90. Actually, should we? No, we should be fine. I think we'll be okay. Like I said, I can always switch out the macro column here. I bet I can say one word keyboard related that will get your blood boiling. Go for it. No, we have enough switches. Perfect. Game or Blender. Challenge accepted. The game of PCB design. I mean, not even, that doesn't get my blood boiling. I think it's just sad at that point what he's unfortunately done to the keyboard hobby. Oh, it's exactly 90 switches. Cool. I think it's sad. I think it is really disappointing in a lot of ways. Not much we can really do, though. Alright, this one here, I'm going to have to... I still have one wish from HMX, and this is not obviously different thing here. Really wish HMX... Really wish they would... What is going on, dude? Who is fucking calling me right now? Oh my god, it's so annoying. I really wish HMX would make the plastic legs on this just a smidge thicker so they can actually sit inside the PCB without falling off. This is not a PCB thing for this keyboard or any keyboard where we use HMX switches. It is literally a problem with HMX. Dreamed of getting a U80 when I first entered the hobby, then I learned Rama was about. Yeah, the Rama keyboards were a dream of mine too. I actually was collecting them way back when because they were my introduction to the hobby as well. Well, one of my introductions. And it's sad. It's depressing to think about. Greed is one hell of a thing to deal with, right? And I think that's what it really comes down to, is greed. The idea that you can never be satisfied with what you have, and the destruction it kind of brings to your life in a lot of ways. You know, that's why I try to do what I do here, which is appreciate what we have. When we talk about FOMO a lot, you know, like the fear of missing out, we can take that, we can look at it from a different perspective, which is just the joy of the community that we build and the people in our lives, you know. Glad most of the designers from Rama are still doing great work. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people from there have really moved on, which is fantastic to hear. But I don't make more money, I'll never own a house. I think that's a deeper set issue that doesn't reflect on you, my friend. It's a deeper issue that unfortunately reflects on greedier people in the world. Third house. I started my keyboard hobby last November. Can you tell me what Rama did as a one-line TLDR? Okay, what's not a one-line TLDR? Do you know the saying, like, overpromise, underdeliver? Well, Rama was overpromise and never deliver. That was that's the best way I can sum them up. That's it. That was a great one line. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. A boom roasted. That's the best way I can sum it up for you, buddy. Incinerated. Under promise, never deliver, blame everyone. Scammy scammers be scamming. Baiting people into think they're finally getting keycaps they ordered 2 years ago. Dude, it sucks, because you know what? I can tell you guys a story about my experience with them too, which was when I ordered my M65B. You know, first of all, none of us knew how this sounded or anything. Small snafu in the solder layout, you'll have to do a 1.25U on the left. What happened? 1.25U? We can't do this one here? facepalm. So we have to shift it over one? Does that mean we have to shift over the... Actually, we should be okay with this, right? Sadly not. Do we have to shift over this one here too, Haver? The stabilizer? That's not too hard. I can just desolder this one here. Let me solder this one here and we'll fix that one there. What happened exactly? Does it not fit in the case? I have a feeling it won't fit, right? Because this is not going to align with this. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I was thinking that too, that's why I'm like, I'm not too sure if this is correct. I think this is for 1.25U, right? This left alignment, typically right alignment, is for 1.5U. Like the Sangon one, so we'll have to just move over this to the left, which means we desolder this guy. That's okay. Hey, Haver, I'm happy that we found out now, and not, you know, when people order the keyboard and then are like, what the fuck is going on? So, better that we see this now. The plate is correct as far as I can tell, but the footprints are shifted. You still need to open up the plate over here because you can't get to this particular one. So the plate isn't correct. And I think the PCB also needs to still be figured out too. Oh, what was I going to say about the M65B? Okay, we'll fix that here in a second. So when I ordered it, first of all, they didn't show any, like there was no streamers or anyone who got one. Like there's no content made, so you kind of had to buy on a promise of what they said. Which was fine. You know, I really wanted the board. It looked like a lot of cool stuff they put inside of it, and I was like, this is a cool project. I love the vibe of it. I want it. So I ordered it. Time went on. We got our first big delay of the board. And the thing with Rama that I learned, and I hate, is they never put any sort of expected delivery time on any of their projects they did. Any product would just be sold with a, this is a group buy, it'll ship out when it ships out type bullshit. Which, you know, in hindsight is sus as fuck. And first delay hit, second delay hit, and then I started seeing emails from Rama, just like status updates about like it's in the port, you know, like, oh, it's being delivered, or like this weird excuse. And that's when I started getting really sussed out. And I'm like, dude, why is everything just like stuck? Why is everything like this guy does? And this is, I want to say like, had nothing to do with the pandemic at this point here. It's just everything was always stuck. There was always like a reason why things were getting stuck, and like, and then it basically, you know, got basically confirmed that it was all just bullshit excuses. And there was just small issues with the M65B, and it just wasn't a great release, or it wasn't a great product. And I feel like that marked the very first project in which, because I think that the first round of Karas was fine, but I think the M65B was the first project that was like, damn, this company is getting kind of weird. So, and that's kind of when I stopped purchasing from them altogether. I think I ended up just purchasing a thermal for the sake of Wilba, because it was Wilba's design. And I think I had another friend who designed something through the foundry that Rama had, but I never once purchased anything else past that. And even the foundry boards had their set of anodization issues too. Wrong colors for everything. I fell asleep on the lab sofa. What the? Was it comfy? But yeah, that's what I was going to say. The website's still up, confirmed scammers. Just don't, guys, I'm telling you, don't shop there. Not even worth your time. Okay, let's pause for a sec and let's desolder this guy, because we have to desolder it. Okay, let's get my desoldering gun here. Love this history on Rama because this is way before my time. I mean, they did have some minor issues prior to that, but it was like forgivable stuff, you know? It was like, oh, I get it. But communication's always been not their forte. So Let me grab my desolder kit. Now, where on earth did I put that? I was not prepared to desolder today. One sec, guys. What's your best recommendation for desoldering if you can't afford a Hawkto FR301? Get the... Oh god. There's one particular hand pump. I think it might be in my kit list. Yeah, the SSO2. That's the one. Get that one there. That's the best one that you can possibly get. I wouldn't recommend the other ones. I have one too, just as a backup in case I need it. Oh no, I dropped a pen. Glad that rolling in stock is more of a thing now. Well, the hobby's been pushed towards that, which is not a bad thing, by the way. The hobby's definitely been pushed towards having more rolling in stocks than anything, which is, like I said, good for a lot of reasons. Are the copper solder sucking tapes things helpful? Yes, they can be. The wick is helpful as well. I've been in this hobby too long. I'm so burnt out on GBs. I get that. I'm a little bit burnt out on them too. Like, I don't mind them if it's a great product. That's it. That's all we needed this for. But yeah, they can be a bit tiresome in a lot of ways. I get that. Sorry if you guys had to hear loud noises. My god, I need one of those. A bit expensive if you're just doing 1 or 2 boards, but if you're doing mass amount of boards, then yeah, they're phenomenal to have lying around. Let's see, can I just shimmy this stab around without having to take out the plate? Let's see if I can. I feel like I can. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll have to desolder. Oh no, I think I would be able to shimmy this around. CF plate. Indeed a CF plate. Let me see. Oh no, we need to desolder one more. Okay. Let's just desolder the other ones. I feel like I've gotten to the point in this hobby where I'm only looking to join a GB if I absolutely love the product. I mean, that's a healthy way to shop. I'm all for that, Moose. You guys know me. I mean, I'm not one to. I don't like mindless spending on things. It's not really my my MO. You know, like I'm not for that. It can lead down dangerous paths, which is. It's just not good. There's no point in it. Like, I guess that's the counter opposite of my what I'm supposed to do. But Alex is my metric for a board. I'd love to buy because our tastes are very similar. Yeah, I've had a few people tell me that they use me as like a metric. Okay, I'll just leave this open. I think I should just be able to shimmy it off now. Now I can do it. So let me get this straight. Not only did Alex walk 45 minutes one way, but he just designed Rev 11 of the Theseus. Wait, what? What did I do? Honestly, a 45-minute walk it feels good, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Walking is great. It's super healthy for you. Feels good. Can't get mad at it. You found like 10 things before mass production? I'm glad to help. I'm very glad. So now, does this go on this side, or I guess it would go here, right? No. This would go That's correct. It would go here, right? Not on the one to the very end, but the one next to it. Okay. Let's do soldering now. Alrighty, back to where we were. Soldering iron's still on. Perfect. It's too hot here for me to go walking for like 10 p.m. It was a nice day today, but it was just unexpected that I had to do all that stuff, so... I don't know, man. Walking's really good for you guys. I think everyone should go on more walks. This is why you prototype streams are. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I will say though, I did turn off the AC before because it got really dark outside, and believe it or not, it was kind of cold in here, but I might turn it back on for the stream. Lights and stuff tend to make the room really hot really quick. I can probably start now considering it. I live in a neighborhood that actually has sidewalks. Dude, it's just, you know what? I think they say that walking, like 30 minutes is it 30 minutes a week? It's just really good for your heart. I try to walk. I mean, like, I don't have a car or anything, but I do try to walk and not take public transit or, you know, get rides from anyone. At least try to walk at least 2 or 3 times a week. Have really good walks, you know. Oh man, we got to look out for our health. 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. You should raise your heart rate. So like a brisk walk. Hell yeah. Actually, that's one thing I should probably do is be a bit more brisk. I do feel like I walk pretty fast though, so maybe that is considered brisk. Try daily, man. Starts with 5K steps. Is it daily? Oh yeah, you're right. It is daily. I'm thinking a week, but you know, I think I do get my steps in all the time though, guys. I'm pretty positive every day I get my steps in. I move around a lot. Just drink a brisk while I walk? Does that count? Brisks are good. Is that the best lemonade though? I'm not too sure. One sec, guys. I'm gonna go turn on the AC. Now that it's summer, I love biking again. I wouldn't mind biking. I wanna get into that. All right. I do have a bit of a pet peeve though with certain areas of the city and biking. My pet peeve as a pedestrian is when bikers kind of force you off the sidewalk because they're biking. Probably not the best take in the world because I understand why, you know, sometimes they're on sidewalks, but jeez, man, it sucks. Same, yeah, it's one thing if you just want to ride past or whatever, or just be a little bit more considerate, but when people are like ringing the bells and stuff and tell you to get out of the way for them, it's kind of weird. Scooters, happens here in Toronto too. People use motorized bicycles. As long as you're courteous. Yeah, Kush, I'm with you. 100%. That's why I said, like, as long as you're courteous. I'll gladly move out of the way or, you know, make some space, whatever. But I feel like when you start getting a little hostile about it, it's weird. Weird energy. They kind of force you onto this on the roads sometimes, too. There was someone who asked, shouting, or was shouting at why I can't stay to the side when I go to the past. That sends me. Oh, like the biker was shouting at you as a pedestrian? Yeah. Remember that happened to me once. I was walking on the sidewalk. I had earbuds in to listen to music. And there was a perfectly good bike path right to my left. And I remember someone was ringing their bell. This is not too long ago. And screaming at me because I couldn't hear. Why I couldn't move out of the way for them to ride their bicycle past me. So it's illegal in some cities to ride a bike on the sidewalk. I remember living in Halifax, they'd always say not to. Yeah. I think it's illegal in most places. You don't think you really can. Can you double check the placement of the Alt key? This one? I haven't soldered it in yet. That's why I'm not too sure which one this goes in. I'm pretty positive it goes into the 1.25U. But I'm not sure if the labeling is 100%. Pretty sure it goes there, though. Ottawa has a lot of bike paths. Third from the left. Oh, so it goes on this one? Oh wait, no, it shouldn't go that one there. Wait, what? Which one are we looking at, Haber? I'm not too sure now. I'm confused too. Is it this one here? It goes right there? I'm pretty positive this goes right here. Third mod to the left? Third mod from the left. This one? The function key? Oh, you mean this guy? I'm pretty positive this is correct, but we have no other option there, so you need 1.25, 1.5 label spots. Make sure it's good? Okay. Is this Milmax? No, this is not Milmax. Perfect. Hope everyone's having fun today on stream, by the way. I know it's a bit of a longer stream. It's more of an involved board. And we're catching a few little errors and mistakes with it as we go. Couldn't see on my small screen right now. Dude, I think I'm at the point now where I'm feeling I want a second monitor. Always fun around here. Thanks, guys. I have two monitors, but I'm on my phone for a minute. Oh, okay. Can't go without two? I've been on one for such a long time. All right, we're good, guys. This is done. Okay, I've had ultra-wide monitors and I do not like them. I don't know why. They're just not my vibe. Are you gonna test the Duroc V3s? I'll have to order a batch. I don't know who's selling them at the moment, but I have had some requests to try them out. So I will definitely have to try a batch out as soon as I possibly can. Whew. All right, let me see what's next on the to-do list here. Here's the PCB all put together, looking really nice. Beautiful. All right, let's see what's next. So, mount the plate in PCB assembly. So we get to choose now what we want. I think, let's start. Any recommendations you'd like, Haver? Yeah, HMX EVA switches. Don't think I can use OLED next to IPS. No, I try not to mix the panels either. I feel like that's kind of frustrating. Let's also grab the keyboards here. Looks like you broke the PCB. A little bit, huh? Just a smidge. Let's unscrew these. You could do the 78 grommets. Teja did 50. Okay, we'll do 70. Honestly, I kind of like firmer grommets anyways, so that works out for me. And screwdriver. Actually, let's use the screwdriver kit. I don't want to use this one. HDR and non-HDR is weird. I don't like HDR monitors. I know it's a big thing still, but not my thing, not my vibe. Which bit do I need? Frosted bottom. Yeah, it's a pretty polycarbonate bottom here, which should lend to a bit of a deeper sound signature, which I'm pretty excited about. Overall, it's a pretty looking, you know, board, you know, in general. I kind of showed you guys earlier, but we'll kind of show it off one more time. Very pretty. Got the magnets going on there. Pretty standard side profile. It's just a wedge. I think what really kind of sets this apart really is going to be your cutouts here for your FEMOs and USB-C connections, stuff like that. Fun little project. Dummy thick PC. Yeah, it's really thick PC. Like when you really look at this, like that's a big chunk of polycarbonate. Think how much fun you'd have on Overwatch with an HDR monitor. Fun in Overwatch. Oh, baby. All right, let's do one at a time here. So let's see how to install these grommets. Flip the aluminum chassis upside down and place the PCB assembly into each. Use your silicone hardness of choice into the notches. All right, let's grab this. Sent a DM with pick. We'll add to the build guide. Oh, you're the best. Okay. Let's put the blue ones back in the bag, though. The most fun I have with Overwatch is closing the game. God damn. I can't do the community of those games there. So it looks like the thicker part goes on the bottom. Okay, so let's grab our PCB. I think we're doing this side first, right? Deinstalling is the most fun. I actually did have I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had a little bit of a rage on install the other day for Overwatch. I was playing the game. We're doing a few rounds. The first round I played, we had just a bunch of terrible teammates. And then, I don't know, there was one round we played where someone just threw a fit when I asked them to switch characters. Because I just felt like it wasn't the best tank choice, so they threw a fit. And then we were playing one, and I wasn't having the best match because the enemy teams were just, they were really good. Like, I'm not that good at the game, let me be real. But the whole team was getting shit on. And then someone just got, like, they flipped out on me because I wasn't getting as many kills as their friend, I guess. And I'm just like, bro, fuck this game. Why do I even play? Why do I even play? Okay, so these are installed. The next thing we need to do is daughter boards and stuff, so let's do that too. Let's grab this one, and I'm not too sure if there's alignment with these, so we'll have to use this one for this side. And I like this actually, just like that. And let's grab some screws. Pretty positive it's this batch of screws. Is it this batch of screws? Yeah, I think so. I would recommend attaching the ribbon cable to both. Oh, I guess I could do that first. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I'll do that first. What are your thoughts on the matte anodization on keyboards? What do you mean by that? I think it's just a style choice, right? When you're talking about like matte anodization. Okay, I gotta admit the ribbon cables for these were incredibly easy to put in here. And then I think they want us to install the cable downwards like this. Okay. So let's screw these in now. I'm pretty positive I am using probably one of these smaller screws, no? Or am I using one of these? I think it's actually this screw. We'll clean up our screws here in a second. Yeah, it's these ones. Compared to like metallic anno, I think it's all style choices. I don't really have anything like I like or dislike when it comes to the style of a keyboard. I think there's a lot of stuff to love. Like I'm very open-minded with those type of things, so. Do we screw this in? We do, right? Where's the... You're gonna use all of them? I think so. Hold on one sec. Am I not aligning this properly? Or do we use these thinner screws? I think this actually might be for the case. Phillips screws for the grommets? Oh. Phillips? Can I recommend, Haver, that we move to hex? I just got this board. It looks very funky. Yeah, Sag. We can. That would be wonderful. Torx is the best choice. I think it's even a little bit better than Hex. I agree. I started playing Baldur's Gate and I'm having a ball. Baldur's Gate is a really good game. That game there got me, I think that was probably game of the year for me. A little bit more than Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring was great. But I think Baldur's Gate was a little bit better. I like the installation of this, the grommets here. This is quite unique. This feels very intentional and I really like it. I like the design on that. So they kind of act as a little buffer. I don't know if you guys can see this. They kind of act as a little buffer so you get a little bit of room above the screw head. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, let's do this side here as well. Let's move these out of the way. If you can find bits, or I guess a screw that works with every bit that we have here, that's the ideal. Meme, what would you send me here? That's so mean. Oh my God, dude. I've never seen a triangle bit though. So you need a 2mm hex drive and a #1 Phillips. Yeah, I guess technically we have everything easily on hand. I swear to God, the next time you review an available TKL, I'm buying it. You've been on the hunt for a while, Silent, I swear. You have been on that hunt, dude. Let's do this way here. Triangle-shaped boards? A pizza board? Dude, I feel like pizza. I've been craving pizza like all week, but then I had an opportunity to get a slice of pizza the other day, and I couldn't find it in my soul to get a pizza that I knew I would dislike. You know what I mean? You know when you're craving the food so bad, but then you're given the option of having the worst possible version of that food? I had to pass. I'm like, I don't want this craving to be satisfied with something that I know I'm gonna hate. So I had to unfortunately pass on pizza. I also really like how these little grommets kind of act as like a little alignment going on too, which is cool too. I like that a lot. A lot of good use case for this. Very, very smart. Let's move some stuff out of the way. It was pizza. Yeah. I mean, how'd you guys know? Is it just universally disliked? Yeah, we were kind of hungry and we're just like, should we just quickly grab a slice of pizza from Pizza? And then I had to say, you know what? I think I might pass. Because I just didn't want to spoil it with that. It's only good when you're insanely drunk. What's up, Chomchi? How you doing, dude? Nothing more Canadian than cardboard pizza. It's just so bad, dude. It kills me that Canada has a knock of Little Caesars called Pizza Pizza. Okay, wait. Yours. I hope you're not talking bad about Little C's. Because I love Little Caesars. Little Caesars here is... It's like gourmet pizza compared to Pizza Pizza. I love Little C's, bro. What's up, Hecht? How you doing, dude? Okay, let's do the next bit here, which we need the... I love Little Caesars. Never had it in Canada, though. Oh, okay. I love Little Caesars. It's so good. Like Chomchi said, too, the crazy bread goes crazy, bro. Insert homework meme. Costco pizza is great for $10. I haven't had Costco food in a long time. I mean, there's not really a Costco near me though. I'm not blessed enough to have one very close to me. Oh, this is about to roll off. Costco pizza is god tier. Man, I haven't had it in so long. I know what it tastes like. I've had it a while ago, but it's been a while. All right, so far I'm finding the build very satisfying. There's nothing like overly complex about this. I'm liking it. Just taking my time with it. I mean, we even had a little bit of setbacks by trying to figure out what the plate/PCB issue there. And we're only 2 hours into stream, so very nice. Ribbon cables sitting pretty good here. These were a little bit easier to insert. I think these ribbon cables were made a little, what feels like a little bit more thicker. So they kind of actually sat in the case, or I guess in their little slot, a lot nicer. So good on that. Yeah, normally I'm not a big fan of ribbon cables. Here though, I understand why you need them. I've always understood why you'd need ribbon cables, but these felt good to install. Like it wasn't overly difficult. I didn't struggle with it. Thick boys to help carry more current for the USB. That makes sense then. All right, we're still gonna need some of those. I'll have to open this back up, but let's put this one here away too. I struggle to not let the intrusive thoughts win of just ripping out the cable. Oops. Home pizza is god tier. You know what I really want to buy? That everyone recommends me? I want to buy a pizza stone or whatever they're called. Everyone I know has told me that if you want to make pizza, even frozen pizza really well, you get a pizza stone. And I don't got one of those. They're not that much money, I don't think. I haven't really looked it up, but I can't imagine them being crazy pricey. Alrighty, so next up, we're probably gonna be doing these cables. Got it for $30. It's life-changing, best in slot, or goat it? Okay. Gotta get the stone? All right, everyone just came out and just basically said, you gotta get the stone. All right, maybe that's the next purchase I make myself. Maybe that's the next thing I have to grab. Next, we're gonna do assembling the case. Oh, I guess we have to do the connectors and this stuff here too. So, let's grab the connectors. Is there an orientation to these? Does it matter which side we put these in? Oh, I'm guessing these are kind of already pre-done for that. That makes sense. And then, it's been a while since I've installed one of these, but if I remember correctly, we gotta take this off. And then feed this through here. It's been a while since I've done one of these things. And then we put this back in. I've done boards like this in the past. This is actually not the first time I've installed one of these. Both will work on both sides, but they're pre-bent. Oh, I see. Yeah, I figured as much. All right, so then this should just sit in here. So now we just gotta put this in. Steel's what you want for a home oven? Really? Damn, that makes me a little nervous putting this in. Can I share why this makes me a little bit nervous putting this in? The cable is putting a little bit of pressure on the connector and making it angle slightly down. So, oops, I touched the microphone, my bad. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, here's a good angle of it. So it's making me a smidge nervous that this has the potential to snap. Hell, you can even see that it's a little bit or I guess a little bit on an angle now that we plugged it in. Maybe these just needed to be bent a smidge more. Yeah, it does seem like there's some tension there. Hi Alex, I bought a Zoom TKL recently and was wondering if you or chat have recommendations for nice sounding linears. I think if you want nice sounding linears, do you want to lube? Do you want to lube switches? That's my first question to you. Or would you prefer to not lube switches? A lot hardier? Okay. If you're saying these don't have a chance of potentially being damaged, then I'm going to trust you on that. It still makes me feel a little uneasy. Okay. And now this guy. Does the PCB have any LEDs to shine through the bottom? There seems to be some LEDs here all around. And I think there's one LED. I don't know what this one here is for. But there is LEDs all around here. And then an indicator LED maybe for something. Is that a caps lock? Oh, it is caps lock. You know what? I'm not seeing that this is the macro row. Good eyes, guys. I think that is the trick. You kind of gotta... I'm actually gonna take this one here off. Gotta bend this a smidge more. Okay. For anyone doing this in the future, if you're watching this, maybe I think the trick is now it's like nice and straight. See, now it's like straightened up. I think you just gotta bend this a smidge more because or else this cable puts a lot of tension on this connector. I feel better doing it like this by just bending it a smidge bit more. We could tape it on. I'm gonna leave it for now. But we could do that as well to kind of make us feel better in the future. All right, I think that's all we need to do for this. I don't think there's anything else. I think we can connect it. We'll do the knobs after this. So let's connect these. This goes on this side. Ooh, this is already looking really pretty. And let's screw in our unit over here. What kind of tape should you use? I would probably just use some... I don't know if electrical tape's good for this. Maybe like a Kapton tape or something. Yeah, even eBachelor said the same thing. Are limos for connecting one side to the other? Yes. It's gonna look quite elegant with that being done to it. Other than that, it's kind of a no-frills board otherwise. Like, you get this really big block of polycarbonate, a pretty standard shell with some more premium features, I guess. I really like all the alignment here. This looks great. That's so overkill industrial, I like it. Yeah, I think this is quite the nice feature. Dude, this looks great already. All right, let's put the knobs on too. Does this use a screw or is this just a press fit one? Hold on. I need the knob stuff for this. Oh, we need this. Compliment for extra. Let me think of a good one. Give me a few minutes for that one. They're extra. Alex, what was the other website you get cheap cherry clip-ins from? Not Poverty Keys. I mean, R&D KBD is a good one. I heard some people get them from what's it called there? From Mouser as well. So it's been a while since I've done this. Slide the O-ring into the groove of each knob mount. So we just put it here, and then this goes next, I assume. And then this just sits on top. Is that how this works? Where do we need to screw? Oh, we need to screw this on first. These are such small little screws. Yeah, you would need to get wires from Mouser. That is correct. O-ring goes on the knob mount piece. Oh, am I putting it wrong, Haver? On the little aluminum piece? Oh, let me... Does this go on the other side there? Let's use this and just get this guy up. I thought maybe this one on the bottom. Ringer keys. Wait, where does this go? Oh, it slides on here. I see. There's a little groove that goes on this side. I think maybe for the build guide, obviously a build guide's great to even include one. Maybe include some sort of illustration for some of this stuff too. So it just kind of hooks on over here. Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, let's screw this in. Got a few boards on the way. Hell yeah, dude. Ringer Keys also sells clip-ins. Yeah, or R&D KWD is the other place I get them from usually. That is my other go-to space for buying these things. Yeah, cool. Actually, that was pretty painless. That feels pretty secure on there. I like that. All right, let's do this other side now. That is a very small screw, yeah. This is already looking fantastic. Actually, I have, give me a sec, guys. I want to check something on my camera. Random thought. So just give me a moment. Is my shadow not... There we go. It's a little better. My shadows seemed a bit harsh, so I want to change it a little bit. I think today is just a very contrasty day, I guess. Screws. I ordered 4 sets of cherry clip-ins. Oh yeah, dude, having extra stabs is never a bad thing. I agree with Chomchi. He has on the vendor list. Yeah, there's a lot of great vendors. Again, if you guys... I'm not saying my vendor list is 100% complete or accurate all the time, but I do try to take really good care of the vendors that we put on that. And I try to do follow-ups with any sort of problematic stuff and get right on it the moment something problematic seems to pop up. Because people can turn at any given time, right? So I try to keep it up to date as often as I humanly possibly can. I don't think there's a command for it. I just maybe exclamation point vendor list. Chozo set something up a long time ago. I just don't remember what he set up. I'm gonna snap this together. Ooh, that is satisfying. Very, very satisfying. And let's put this on. There we go. I think it's vendor list. Alrighty. Put this on here. Should I get different stabs for the zoom to kill? I don't mind lubing stabs. I think the ones that it comes with are great, by the way. I have no issues with the stuff that comes standard with that. I think it's fine. I don't think you need to go and spend more. Dang, that looks clean. What switches are these? These are HMX EVAs, and thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I also think this turned out really fun so far. X-ray keycaps? I mean, we could. Although, do I have all the pieces for X-ray? Oh, I almost picked this up like a regular keyboard. Very impressive how flush those lines are. Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously the seam is still visible there, but it's pretty flush. Is there room to shift? There's a smidge of shifting, but I don't think that's out of the realm of... I mean, you can barely even see that when I purposely shift it out of there. Oh, this is a pretty looking keyboard. All done up. I'm kind of for it. The bezels look nice. I agree. The bezels look great here. Oh, did I not push this down enough? Hold on a sec, guys. Oh, there we go. These grommets feel good too. So this is splittable? Yeah. So I guess what we can do before putting on keycaps here. I'm thinking maybe we get X-ray. X-ray would look kind of cool. So the way this would talk to each other is you're going to connect it via these connectors in the back. So these circle ones. So we're just going to actually plug these in now. And the dot would go aligned up with this dot here. So that just gets plugged in. And then you could just like wrap this around like this. You can move these around. It comes with a bit of a longer cable for that exact reason. Best to loop it once, agreed. You know, now you have the kind of split going on. Is the cable required if it's not split? Like, is there a different connection internally? So if you have it split, like, or not split, you still need the cable. What you can do is you can technically, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Haver, you can technically just plug in this one side, right? And not have the other side attached at all. I'm pretty positive you can do that. I have a board, I have a split that can do that. So I'm pretty positive this can do it too. Correct? Perfect. That's why you get two USB-Cs on each side. You can pick which one you want to talk to the computer. A magnetic connector between the two. Wait, Ryan, that is a great... I mean, the cable's kind of a vibe though. Like, it's kind of an aesthetic, but that is a fun thing to have. I use a split for gaming for that reason. Yeah. This split is perfect for gaming boards like this. Oh, my camera's a little bit off today, but it's okay. We'll fix that later. This looks great, dude. Let's move the sonnet out of the way for the time being. We're kind of squishing this cable anyways. And I guess let's plug it into this side. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Okay, the RGB is kind of moving a little fast, but that is cool looking. Let's see when I flip this side over. Yeah, I got the RGB going on there. Oh, that's pretty. Based right side USB. It just makes more sense on my setup. Cool. The orange accents are from a set called Oil on or Vermilion on Oil or something like that. Very, very cool. You can adjust the RGB with the left knob. Get out of here, really? Wait, can you... Oh, this is volume. Can you, this is for adjusting the brightness. Can you adjust the mode with... No, this is just on and off. Rotate to change prices. Function plus rotate. Which one's function now? Oh, I see. Oh, cool. Okay, dude. This is nice. Are the knobs clicky? Not necessarily clicky, but they have a nice thud to them. Alright, I'm thinking X-ray too, but let me see where I put X-ray. X-ray would be quite the excellent set for this, I feel. Although, I just need to figure out where I stuck it. Oh, turn off the soldering iron. Let me see what we got here before I jump to conclusions and promise you guys things. Oh, the AC's on. It feels great. It does feel real good. Because I might have it on a keyboard already. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't feel like taking it off. Let me see what we have avail. And we shall go from there. Does the X-ray set come with the necessary spacebars? I actually don't know off the top of my head. It might. Actually, if you guys don't mind, give me one moment. I need to use the restroom. One sec, guys. Oops. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we're thinking maybe X-ray. Let me go find it. Wherever I stuck it. Should be up here. I just don't know if I put it up here or put it away on the front. Although I feel like I'm kind of doubting myself on where I stuck this. One sec, guys. I can't wait till we're doing a big reorganize of everything here. And it's kind of needed because I'm really limited on space, so we kind of have to hide a lot of stuff. So I cannot wait till we do a big reorganize. The underglow on the PC is wicked. Yeah, it looks great. Here we'll kind of, actually it's green on this side. That looks so good with this. This is gonna have some amazing photos for it. It's a good looking keyboard. Actually, you know what I kind of want to do? Hold on, I have another set that I feel like I want to use too. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I stick that other set? That is the question now. There was one other set that I had that I think would go absolutely amazing with this. I cannot wait for your photos. Thank you, Haber. Give me one sec, guys. What did I do with that set now? I don't actually know what I did with that set. I actually have like a green set that I wanted to use for this too. Oh, it's literally right over here. It's sitting on my shelf. Maybe we use this. I feel like this is also going to be a great option. Same idea as X-ray. but just green, and I think green would go amazing with this. Although, does it have all the kitting we need? Maybe not. Maybe we do look for X-ray. All right, 1 second, guys. I don't know if there's all the kitting we need for this. Where is my X-ray set? This is Emma, I believe. I don't know if X-ray available. Maybe I did move it to the front. Or did I put it over here? X-ray. Where did I stick my X-ray set? Where did I put you? Oh, it's on a keyboard right now. I don't feel like taking it off because I don't know where the box is and I still have to find that. All right, so we just try this? Or do you guys want a GMK set? What are we thinking? This or a GMK set? I think this will look nice. GMK? Okay, I'll let you guys vote. Emma? Okay, everyone's saying Emma. Let's unplug this. Purple Knight? Purple Knight would look pretty sick on this as well. Let's use this and let's just hope to God we have the spacebar. I mean, we should have everything for it. Okay, I'm gonna need to cheat with this a little bit. I think this goes here. You broke the board? My B. My B. Ooh, this is already gonna... This is gonna sound so good. Sorry for the bit of a delay, guys. I need to organize this room. I started doing it today, though. Like, the big organization started happening today. I'm pretty happy with it. I did a whole bunch. I'm probably just gonna use shifts, yeah. I don't think this has any space bars. I don't think it does. Nah. B, I want to say B goes there. Yeah. P goes here. F11. I love that most PBT fans come with a 2.25, 2.7U spacebar. I don't think this test set did, and I'm kind of thinking now, I don't know if my X-ray did either. I think they're just test sets. Pretty positive they didn't. Oh, this looks... The green looks really good on this, by the way. This looks phenomenal. I think that's... Is this Control or Alt? I can never remember these. Actually, I think this is Control, technically. Since you have ISO shift, you can use... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, is there an ISO on this? Oh, there is. Okay, perfect. This looking to look so good in this. Okay. That makes me happy looking at that. F goes here and J goes here. And then, do I need anything on this? I guess we need the stepped caps lock. And then, I guess, yeah, we'll use this one here for step caps. I've been dreaming of this set ever since they released it. Yeah, you need an extra B? We do. Do we? We do. And then, I guess we'll wait to put on the other things here. Carrie, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're having a great day today. I hope your stream went well. My name is Alex. We build keyboards here. Is there no extra B? No extra B? Okay. Hello, hello. What were you guys doing today? Oh, F8 does not go here. F7 goes here. What did I put this keycap set on last? I don't remember now. Something with a numpad, obviously. Ever since I watched your VOD about the mode, I got every single one. I'm on the hunt for a mode 80 since it's hard to come by. Dude, that is crazy, first of all, in a good way. I think you would have to go to the aftermarket for that. I think people would be willing to let them go for a decent price. Speed running Valorant? How do you speed run Valorant? What do you do? Honestly, I'm so fucking bad at Val. Val frustrates the living shit out of me because I'm so bad at it. So I tend to stay away from those type of games. How fast you can die per round? Bro, I think I would beat you in speedrunning, to be honest. I think I would be a little better than you. Okay, we'll choose shifts. Understandable, it's for the better. You know, you're not wrong. I feel like it is for the better sometimes that we don't play those. Excuse my ISO, my ISO ignorance here. What goes here again? Is it a small shift or something? I don't remember what goes there. I'm a little ignorant when it comes to ISO layouts. It's fun if you're a 5-stack. I guess so. Is it fun? I have no idea. I'm still equally as bad. I say that and I'll probably play Overwatch or something tonight and get frustrated. I'll never quite see the appeal and in Overwatch. X is in the wrong spot? No, it's not. It's in the right spot. Oh no, it's not the right spot. You guys are right. I had it in the wrong spot. Goes one over. What goes next to it then? What's after the 1 point shift? Is it this key? Pretty positive it's this key, right? Backslash? Oh yeah, you're right, it is backslash. So it'd be not this one, that's not the right one. That's the wrong profile. Does this have the right profile for that? On German ISO, it's the 2 brackets. On UK ISO, it's slash. This might not have the proper, because this is not it. This is this row. Because I think actually this is in the wrong spot too. I think this is supposed to go, yeah, K's in the wrong spot. I think they want the backslash there and this here, because this might only have German ISO compatibility. Artisan it is? No, hold on. We haven't gotten to the giving up point yet. But thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Just wanted to stop by before I drive home. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Shib. Also, I owe someone a compliment. Extra. You know what I'm also never going to give up on? Me and you, Extra. I hope you're having a great day. I love you. And I hope everyone is staying safe in chat, you know? UK has the slash next to the enter and the squiggly line. I don't think we have those though, guys. I think this is a little bit limited in the layout that we got here. So we might have to just make do with what we have. If that's cool. Worth the wait? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we might have to, the 9's in the wrong spot. Might have to make do with what we got here, guys. I don't think we have everything necessary for this. My music. Hello, music. Oh, there it goes. Head to bed now. Have a great one, man. Take care. Have a good one. Sleep well. Thank you again. This is still in the wrong spot here. I have 2 backslashes? Yeah, this one here goes here because that's the right profile for it. And then, okay, so what else do we need? We need a shift for this, which is, I believe, this longer shift here. So we'll grab that. And then we're gonna need, let's just put this guy here and the diamond here. And M. Okay. My bad. And then we need F12 still. Where's F12? And then we also need this guy. A few streams back to mention specific type of dielectric grease that causes issues. Loctite, I would just to get the right part number for the Loctite that doesn't do that, or not Loctite, rather Permatex, you kind of have to go digging. Just avoid using Permatex in general. I think that should just be the rule of thumb that is just easiest to follow. Also, what am I putting over here? This is tough. We might just have to do some adventuring and put some random stuff here. Or maybe we put some artisans. I would just go with Loctite, specifically the part number that I use, which I can get you here in a moment. But yeah, it's just not worth the trouble. Having to source the right particular part number was pretty annoying. I guess we'll just put some artisans. I don't know if that's actually the right part number in kit.co because they've changed the links. This is the part number. Actually, I think that part number still works. But here's the part number that I use on a daily basis. Loctite, unfortunately, they can change the link in the Amazon, so I'll have to go in and fix that. Although I don't think the part number is a bad part number that they use, because I think I've had another one, but this is the one I'm using currently. 37535. That is actually, that 220661 is a good part number. I actually recently tried a whole bunch of Permatex dielectric greases, and that was a good part number that I used as well. Artisans. Let's just grab, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we do some koi fish today. Let's do these. Little koi fish artisans to go on this. I had a whole bunch of these commissioned way back when I was really into artisans. I had like 9 of them made for me. That looks pretty good. All right, here's the board. Ooh, this does look real good with this. What do you guys think? The thick bezels really make this pop. I think this really works for even just putting artisans on the macro column over here. I kind of want to get back into collecting artisans again. I don't know, maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole I shouldn't. Hi Angel, how are you doing, man? All right, I don't have a large enough desk pad for tonight. Although, hold on, let me see what else I got here. Should I grab a desk pad real quick? Like a longer one to test. I don't have anything on hand. Okay, let's just test with no desk pad and then we'll just test one keyboard with and without. All right, let's plug this in. This looks real good. It's 95 here. Angel, are you sweating right now? Actually, let's put on this one. I like it better than this one here. You can even see some of the faint glow. Oh, that looks really cool with the glow from the blue over here. Wait, that's kind of sick. Actually, how does it look with the green? Not as good with the green, but the blue is kind of wicked. It looks like it's floating or something. This is a really cool board, actually. God, this is a great looking split. Yeah, and then here's the green LED on this one here. Oh, this is really nice. And you can just bring them together here to make a regular schmegular keyboard. Lights off. Should we do lights off? Yeah, it probably won't be the best example of lights off. Actually, you can see some of the LED kind of pop through the bottom over here too. All right, all right. I like this. Break it over your knee. So I guess let's try like this first, getting with our split spacebar. So, should we try with the desk pad for this one? Let's try with the correct desk pad here. All right. Well, that looks awesome. Thanks. This is more Haver's job than mine. I just built it today. All right, so we did have a few snags, a little summary of everything. Obviously, Haver's well aware. We had a bunch of plate snags and PCB snags on the left side over here. Those absolutely need to get fixed before the group buys ship out. I think they will. Haver seems like he's on top of it. Other than that, there wasn't really anything major about the board that I would say is detrimental to the end product, past the problems that I ran in there. Everything assembled pretty smoothly. Everything was fun to assemble. Like there was no hang-ups on assembly at all, and I appreciate that. I think that's one of the more important things that you can do. Oh God, I have to sneeze, but I don't want to. What was the keycaps at? Emma. So great job here. Plate file, obviously, PCB, obviously, but let's see what this is going to sound like. We'll do together first, and then we'll split it up. We shall split it up. I pinky swear it. Oh, I just feel I have to sneeze. If I sneeze, guys, I apologize. So HMX switches. These are the EVA ones on a carbon fiber plate. This is a little ISO. Definitely throwing me off. Ooh, what did I type weird there? Hold on. A bit more of a subdued. You're not going to get the typical spacebar because it is a shorter spacebar. So that's already there. A bit more of a subdued sound. I'm going to say it's because of the necessary foam that has to go between the plate and the PCB. It's not a bad sound. I would love to see Haver explore the option of potentially half plate foam or foam cutouts that leave the alphas blank. When we split it up, ooh, I cannot type like this. I like this though. And then on the desk, not a big difference. This is nice. I think this is pretty nice. Again, I think the sound profile might not be everyone's cup of tea, being completely honest. But I think for this particular split project, I think the sound is really nice. I, again, would like to see it with the no foam in between. That would be kind of nice. But, no, it's a really fucking cool project. The magnets work. Everything looks cool about this. We have the back side of the board, which has these FEMO connectors here. Show you guys that too. So that's just really cool. Take this out for now. Not a sound of the sound profile. Yeah, I do think it's a little bit on the softer side. Perhaps you can pop in some other switches that will sound a little bit more bright, and maybe the SWK switches are a better fit for this, or maybe even just using the aluminum. But HMX switches are typically bright as it is. I know these are a little bit softer, but interesting for a fun, maybe quiet build. Yeah, a silent build with this would be really cool too. Looks a little high. I don't think it's that high. It doesn't feel like it, but here, I'll measure it for you guys too. Although I think they did confirm what it was. Yeah, Teja did use something completely different too, if you guys want to compare what Mr. Teja's sounded like. All right, so let's see what that front height is. We'll double confirm it. About 18 mil. So I think that's exactly what, is it 20? It doesn't look like 20. Oh, there's a bigger lip on the front, my mistake. It is, yeah, it is 20. I was counting from this bottom lip over here. Good catch. Yeah, about 20 mil. A little smidge under 20. Little smidge under 20. It's nice that the build streams use different plates and switches so people can get different impressions. Yeah, I mean, if I also did this with cherry switches, it'd be kind of a pointless build stream. Then you can just watch Teja's, you know? I think it's important to do different things and not have to do the exact same build over and over again. Overall, I like it. I can see who this is going to be for. I think this project turned out really fucking dope, and I hope people end up buying this keyboard because it's pretty fucking cool. Super, super neat. Although, did the RGB reset here? Oh, is it because I plugged it into this one here? That makes sense then. Oh, is this function? I can't remember what this one here was. Oh boy. Huh? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Now it's not working. Oh, function plus rotate. My bad. I want it back to the green one we had. The blue and green. Try plugging in your phone to the other side. I don't think I have enough cables for this. It's a lightning adapter though. What happens if I plug my phone in? It's a QMK thing. I'm gonna plug it in. If my phone blows up, it's not my fault. Oh, it's charging. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my phone's charging now. It'll charge. Small charge. Oh, it shall charge rather. Yeah, it's charging now. Cool. Very, very neat. All right, this is a cool project. I hope people appreciate this. I hope this finds the right audience for this. Again, want to see some of those things fixed. Cool. Can you connect a numpad? I'm sure you could connect something like that, right? Or can connect? Oh, sorry, you said you can. Okay. We'll charge 500 milliamp. Slow. If the board is plugged into a USB-A port on the computer. Cool. GB gonna go wild? I hope the GB goes wild for this. I'm gonna drive over to Tejas and steal his board. I hope the GB goes super well. Here's that side profile with the LED turned on. That's kind of cool. It's a thick piece of polycarbonate. It gets some pretty good diffusion going on there. Had me sold with the emerald option. Yeah, there's some really cool colors for this too. All right, guys, that's pretty much the stream. I appreciate being sent this out. Thank you. I appreciate it, Haver. You guys are too kind. I fully decomposed into a puddle of anxiety this week, so it's been super validating to hear everyone's feedback. Yeah, I mean, it's a super solid project. Super, super solid. I hope everyone who wants to buy the board ends up getting it too. It's definitely really cool. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you, Patty. Oh god, I have like hiccups and burps tonight. All right, guys, let's go find someone to raid. I am dying of heat. It is so hot right now. Our condo is just not cooling down at all right now, dude. Also, if you guys didn't see, I have been using the Theseus75X pretty much exclusively, other than before the stream because I went to go take photos. for the last like 24 hours because I don't have a lot of time with the X. So I did a write-up on it. I've been meticulously using it. It's a great sounding keyboard too. I hope it finds the audience it needs to as well. But again, with any of these projects, guys, make sure you guys are spending within your means. Don't go overboard on spending. It's not worth it. I mean, buy necessities first. Oh, that's me. Do what you can there and try not to go too wild with it, you know? Let's go raid Ladby. Ladby's doing, he just started, a Kohaku. So let's go do that. /raid. And then I'm pretty positive this is, no, I forgot I can't paste in this. Have a good night, guys. Love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're doing another build. This week's full of keyboard stuff. I'm super happy this came in time. So that made me really, really happy here. Take care, everybody. See ya and have a good night. Bye, everyone.